I'm not proud of what I did, being remembered as the first person to ever take a life. It's a heavy burden to carry. But if there's one thing I want you to understand, it's this. There's a lesson here, one that's too important to ignore.
It all started a long time ago. When the very first family lived on Earth, Adam and Eve had two sons. Their names were Cain and Abel. Cain grew up working the soil. He became a farmer, planting seeds and harvesting crops. Abel, his younger brother, took care of sheep, guiding them through green fields. They were the first brothers. And just like many siblings today, they had their differences. One day, both brothers decided to bring an offering to God. Cain brought some of the crops he had grown. Abel brought the best parts of his very best lambs. God looked with favor on Abel's offering, because it came from a heart full of love and trust. But Cain's offering, something was missing. It wasn't the crops, it was Cain's heart. God could see that Cain wasn't giving his best, and he wasn't pleased. Cain felt something heavy rise inside him. Jealousy. He was angry. Angry at Abel. Angry at God. Angry at everything. His face burned with rage. And God saw it. God spoke to Cain gently.
Why are you so angry? If you do what is right, won't you be accepted? But if you don't, sin is crouching at your door. It desires to have you, but you must rule over it.
It was a warning, a chance for Cain to turn back. But Cain didn't listen. One day, Cain said to his brother,
Let's go out to the field.
There, far from anyone else, jealousy took over. Cain attacked Abel and killed him. The first murder in human history. Two brother sonsei side by side, now separated forever. God came to Cain and asked,
Where is your brother Abel?
Cain looked away and said,
I don't know. Am I my brother's keeper?
But God already knew. And he said,
Your brother's blood cries out to me from the ground.
Cain's actions had consequences. God told him he could no longer farm the land. It would no longer produce crops for him easily. He would become a wanderer, traveling the earth with no home. Cain cried out afraid. But even then, God showed mercy. He placed a special mark on Cain to protect him, so that no one could hurt him. The story of Cain and Abel reminds us, jealousy can grow into something dangerous if we let it. But God gives us a choice, a chance to do what's right before it's too late. And even when we mess up, His mercy is bigger than our mistakes.
I was severely disciplined for taking the life of my brother Abel. Sometimes, I wish I could turn back time and listen to God's warning, but that's not possible. You, however, you still have the opportunity I don't. God judges all sin and responds appropriately, not out of vengeance, but because He desires to correct us and restore our fellowship with Him. When you're corrected, don't resent it. Instead, renew your fellowship and relationship with God.